Hey, it's Vanessa from Sweat and Butter. In this video series, I'm talking about the 3 healthy habits that you are sticking to religiously that are actually keeping you fat. In the first video, I talked about number 3, how counting calories instead of quality is keeping the weight on. The link to that video is below, so you can head back and watch that one and discover how actually eating less and exercising more is making it impossible for you to lose the weight you want. I'm all about efficiency, having fun, getting it done in less time so you can do more of what you want. So in this video, I'm actually going to be revealing the number 2 healthy habit that you're keeping that's keeping you fat, and the simple swaps you can make to reverse the trend and lose weight effortlessly and deliciously. I'm all about the flavor, sweat and butter, right? I also want to teach you how to kick that I need something else after a meal feeling. So the number 2 habit that you have that's keeping the fat on is cutting fat out. Cutting fat out of the diet is one of the biggest myths of dieting. This myth got it so wrong that cutting out the fat not only destroys your metabolism and cellular function, but it's actually dangerous to your heart health. So we want to really rectify this and switch it around. Fat is essential for healthy hair and skin. It forms the cell walls of every cell in your body and is used in hormone production and vitamin absorption. There's a really good indication that you need something in your body if every single cell uses it. And my theory is if the whole world sucks at cutting out fat, maybe we're not supposed to do it. Right? Let's listen to our bodies a little. What really happened is the food industry started taking fat out of food in the 60s when the national obesity rate was skyrocketing. The government needed a solution to change policy and combat the growing size of the country. Long story short, that became policy, but since then, obesity rates have continued to rise along with heart disease, diabetes, and other inflammatory conditions. So one of the reasons for this is that when you take the fat out of the food, you also take out the flavor. And since no one wants to eat food that tastes like cardboard, what happens is that we put sugar in place so that the food still tastes good enough to eat. But aside from the other many dangerous impacts on your health, sugar also prevents you from losing weight, and in fact is probably going to do the opposite. So if you've had the experience of cutting out fat from your food and gained weight and you're feeling really frustrated, know that it's not your fault. You've been totally misled. So that keeps you satiated way longer than carbohydrate-rich foods. It's way more slowly digested, which means you stay satisfied longer, and it doesn't cause a massive spike in your insulin levels that you see with sugar consumption. If insulin levels are chronically elevated, your body tissue actually becomes resistant to it, and that's an early step towards diabetes and weight gain. In addition, when there are regular spikes and drops of insulin levels, your body views it as a sign of stress and releases cortisol, what we know is the stress hormone, but it actually also packs weight on around the middle and messes up your sleep patterns. So weight loss is only effective, weight loss only happens when we can fix this metabolic issue, meaning we want to resensitize your tissue to insulin through exercise and adding fats back into the diet. So here's what to do. These are 3 simple steps to making up with fat in your diet and breaking up with the fat on your body for good in a seriously delicious way. All about the flavor. I don't do it if it doesn't taste good. I don't do it if it isn't fun. We've got better shit to do than diet and exercise, right? So here's the simple swaps. They're also listed in the description below. We want to swap out your inflammatory fats for healthy metabolism and brain boosting fats. Number 2. Add healthy fat to every meal to slow down those spikes in insulin and regulate blood sugar levels so that your body knows it's okay to release weight, especially around the middle. You can head over to my blog, sweatandbutter.com, to see the healthiest fats to add in and when. Number 3, finally, keep healthy fats as a regular part of your snacks to make you feel more satisfied. So when you eat, you can ward off that I just want something else after a meal feeling. We want to get rid of that. So when we feel that we've eaten, we feel good, ready to rock. In video 3, I'm going to be talking about the number 1 healthy habit that you're sticking to that's keeping the fat stuck on you. And I'll also share my number 1 way to reverse this habit, save you hours of exercise in the process, supercharge your weight loss and strength, and save you money in the process. So get that fat in your diet, sweat and butter, and head over to the blog to find out what fat to eat and when. Bye.